Hello YouTube, Joe at Joe's Saber Shop here again with the Ben Solo build part 2. I'd like to show you a bit of what we've gotten done so far off camera. I know it's been a little while longer than it should have been for this video, but bear with me, we're getting there pretty quick. So, first of all, we've taken the cross guards completely off of the lightsaber. We're going to be filling this in with ABS plastic filler and then sanding it smooth to shape and adding the little bit of detail that we need to add, which isn't honestly a whole lot. The piece just kind of comes up a little bit higher, comes across, and then comes down on the other side. And then we have to fill this in with that same ABS filler and stuff. Like I said, we skipped showing you guys the teardown video for now, just because we're going to be working on another one. And so I don't know how many of you have been working on these for a while now or anything like that, watching videos, but you just have one simple ring up top, just pops right, or there's adhesive. Mine popped off extremely easy. Took near no pressure with the knife, and I just popped it right off. The back one, I did mess up a little bit. I pried on a little too hard. I highly recommend, if it feels like it's on there really firm, get yourself a blow dryer or heat gun, something, or just, you know, stand there and watch it carefully in front of a heater, rotating it the entire time. Do not let it just sit in front of a heater and walk away. That is not going to end well for anyone. And then after that, the lightsaber just splits into two halves. And then I told you guys that we were just going to use a PVC pipe. Here's the one for my buddies that's going to be joining us in this video here shortly, which has not been modified in any way. It's just a piece of 1 inch inside diameter PVC pipe. And what we need to do to make it fit in the lightsaber is there's like a choke point, like a little collar. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's a lip here that is narrower than the rest of the inside to it. So that's what that line kind of is, a rough measurement on where that lip's going to be. So you can see here on mine, you know, we've taken it down. I used a metal lathe. I've done this before using just a regular hand file, and that's what I used to make the final adjustments. I just got it close enough on the metal lathe just to save time, but I understand that not everybody's going to have access to that, and that's why I've tried to do the majority of everything. Like shaving the cross guards off, I whittled away a little bit with a pocket knife, used that same hand file, and used a fingernail sanding stick thing that my old lady was nice enough to donate to me for doing those projects. And we're just going to put probably a 2-part epoxy on the inside that's going to secure the inner tube in place on the one half, and then the screw that's going to be our blade retention screw is going to hold this half in place, but I left this end piece thick enough so that it does actually apply some pressure on the thing, so that that cap does not just come off of there. You actually have to tug on it a little bit, and so we're not even going to glue this back together. Like, we're just putting one screw right where I would assume this is supposed to be some kind of sci-fi fake screw thing, because everybody complained about the Phillips heads on Ray's staff. So we're just going to put a little hex head Allen screw deal into where that was, and then I mean, that's really all there is to it. If you wanted to just leave it like that, and just put a better blade in it and stuff, I mean, you don't have to add the light to it and stuff. You just got to put that screw, and then our 1 inch polycarbonate blades fit right in there. There's a little bit of play, you can hear that, but you know, when we're done with paint and all that stuff, it'll end up a little bit snugger fit. But that's what the retention screw's purpose is to hold that in. So we're not too worried about that too much, because we're doing this on a budget. We've come to some ideas on the paint scheme. The two of them, when they're finished, may be slightly different paint schemes. One's probably, or from the sounds of it, we're going to end up with one a lot darker looking than the other. Mine's going to be a bright silver base coat after the primer and everything, and then all these little silver rectangle pieces will be masked off, and then we're going to be shooting a gunmetal gray over this, like real dark silver. And because the video clips in the movie, you can tell it's silver with maybe one or two different colors to the thing. Not a whole lot of, you can't see the detail in it so far. Still waiting on somebody to release, or Disney to release actual photos and the prop or whatever it is that they're going to be showing everybody. I would assume that's going to come up in the near future. Somebody has beaten me to building Kylo Ren, or Ben Kenobi, or Ben Skywalker. No, Ben Solo. Sorry, everybody. Not awake yet today. But somebody, the person who did the 3D rendering that I've been basing this off of, and forgive me, I don't know their name and can't really give them a shout out, but you've given the best piece of example that I've been able to use to build off of this. And these guys 3D printed one. They put an LED in the end of it. It lights up. It looks really cool. Really good, concept art and stuff that they followed through, printed it out, and turned out really well in my opinion. But for me, I'd like something I can actually duel with. And that PVC core on the inside of here is actually going to give us more strength, to where this is a lot harder to break than just your hollow plastic handle back when it had the flip out blade and stuff. And then I would like to announce that the launch of my Patreon page. You can find me on Patreon at Joe Saber Shop, and you'll be getting my YouTube videos before everybody else, and Facebook updates, things like that. I've not quite figured out the whole Patreon thing quite yet, but I would appreciate if you stopped there and took a look at everything and possibly support us if you can. As well as I did upload the first set of pictures and stuff, and there will be a little bit more step-by-step information for those of you who want to follow, and maybe the videos don't quite answer your question on how we're doing certain steps. You will be able to find an album of it in at Joe's Saber Shop on Facebook. And I appreciate it if you gave us a like on there, Facebook, and everything else, and shared the videos, and just let me know what you think. Comment in the below, and we'll see you all next time. Have a good one.